Okay, guys. Very good morning, all of you. My name is Sangeeta. I'm going to talk about the Jira session, and it's going to be an awareness session, guys. So please remember, when I'm talking about the term awareness, there are certain features which a business analyst must use in an organization, and there are certain features that a business analyst don't have to use. So we're going to work on all the features that a BA or a business analyst would use in an organization. Clear? So before I talk about the Jira, I will explain you what is all this about and where did it all start from. Clear? So I'll share my screen, and please stop me if you have any questions or any doubts, guys. Okay? Guys, can you all see my screen? Yes?
No.
No, ma'am.
No.
Wait.
No.
What can you see? Let me share.
Not yet.
How about now, guys? A white screen?
Yes, we can see it.
Yes.
Now you can see.
It's visible.
Now it is visible. Great. Okay, guys. So let's start this. So basically, when I'm talking about the term Jira, before that, let's go back to our workshop. I'm sure you have encountered the word called as SDLC. You all agree? That is nothing but your software development life cycle. Right now, as a part of software development lifecycle, we do have multiple models and methodologies that we have learned as a part of our workshop. You agree? Now, as a part of this, we have models such as your waterfall model, we have V model, we have spiral model, we have RUP, and the most latest and the most popular model in the industry is Agile. You all agree? So I'm sure you all are aware of what is Agile. And under Agile, what do we have? We have something called as frameworks. What are those frameworks that we will talk about, guys? One is called as Scrum. The other one is called as Kanban. And the other one is called as Extreme Programming, or it is also called as XP. So in order to work around Scrum, we need to use these frameworks and keep forwarding or moving forward. Okay. And among these frameworks, guys, please remember the one of the very popular frameworks is called as Scrum. Scrum is the very popular framework that is used across the industries all over the world. Okay, so now Jira is one of the agile tool. Please remember, it is not a Scrum tool; it is an agile tool. Jira is an agile tool because Jira actually supports Scrum, Kanban, and other frameworks also. Okay, from all this, we will only talk about the Scrum framework. Hear this? Now, basically, let me explain you what do you mean by the term Jira. Basically, Jira, guys, Jira is nothing but a tool that is developed by one of the company called as Analyst. The name of the company that actually developed the tool is called as Analyst. ACLASS. Atlas. This is nothing but an Australian company which not just supports this tool, but other many tools that Atlassian does offer this. But this is one of the very popular tools by Atlassian, and it has multiple features in it. So Jira is actually originally created for bug tracking. Can anybody tell me what is bug tracking? What do you mean by a bug? What do you mean by bug?
The problem arises in the. Is it a type of
Sangeeta,
problem?
sorry.
Problem arise.
Too much of background noise. Can anyone be on mute?
It's an application error or a system error which is not performing as per the requirement.
Okay, where are bugs arise? Generally, where are bugs arise? Which part of the phase?
Testing phase 1.
In which phase, guys?
Testing phase.
Testing phase. Thank you so much. Basically, the bugs are generally arised when the testers do the testing. Okay, so Jira was a bug tracking tool. I'm again repeating, guys, when I'm saying bug tracking, please understand, I'm not going to solve the bugs here. I'm only going to track the bugs, and the bugs are handled in your testing service. Okay, so I'm only going to track my bugs and list down everything, and then the related solution will pull out in the testing service, but not in your Jira. So Jira was originally a bug tracking tool, was clearly identified or introduced for issue tracking. Okay, but later what happened is people found Jira so user friendly that they have given the project management to it as well. Now the whole project management, the whole agile project can be done in Jira, guys. Clear so far? So Jira is not just used anymore for your bug tracking or for issue tracking, but it is used for project management. So Jira has many features, and you have something called the Jira dashboard. It consists of many features and many functions wherein you can handle the issues very carefully. Clear so far, guys? So most importantly, what is Jira used for? It could be an interview question, guys. Point number, as I mentioned earlier, Jira would be used for requirements and your test case document. You all agree? Test case management. Okay, next, it is used for agile methodology. Okay, then it is also used for project management. It is used for any kind of software development. It has added all these features. It was not there before. Okay, it is used for product management. It is used for your tasks. How do you handle the tasks management? And then bug tracking. Okay, guys, when I was working on Jira, we only used to track the bugs, but now I'm surprised myself as how Jira has really evolved and how I'm able to do the complete agile project using Jira. Okay, guys, so we will do requirements and test case management, agile methodology, project management, software development, product management, task management, and bug tracking. Among all of this, we will definitely work on the very popular one that is called as your agile methodology. Any questions so far, guys? Anyone? Any questions? Any doubts? Okay. Guys, can you all hear my voice, right?
No.
Hello, you can't hear my voice? Guys, please confirm if you all can hear my voice, because I don't see any noise around.
Yeah, you're audible.
Yes,
you're
yes.
audible.
Okay, I'm out because it's very silent there. Okay, guys, do you have any questions so far with what is Jira do and what is Jira all about? Okay. Now, how do we install Jira? Guys, how do
No.
yes,
No.
you can get the domain. I'm recording the session, you can get the recording. How do we install Jira? Let me explain that, guys. Point number one, are anybody you doing with me simultaneously, or only looking at my screen? Anyone who's doing it with me? Okay, so I'm saying no one is doing. So how do we install Jira, guys? Number one, you need to open the Atlassian website, okay, or you can just type Jira download. You can just type Jira download, okay, or Jira software download to be very precise. I'll show that on my screen as well. Let me open that better. Okay, let's see. Okay. Just share my screen.
Did it stop?
No, I did not. I'm actually sharing.
Yes.
say, yeah, Jira software download. The Jira software download. So here you see it is redirecting to atlassian.com. So I will just click on this Jira service management. And please understand that this is an open software. We do not have to have any restriction. We do not have to have any person to install this Jira. You can do it at your place. Just that you need to have a Windows 7 and above. If yes, you can do it. Get it for free. You'll get it free. You can sign up with an email or Google. Sign up. So I want to use my work. Actually, have saved. So I would say. So it says that I have an account already. So let's see if I can use another one. Okay. Guys, what you'll do is you'll enter your details here. Okay. Then once you will enter your email ID and a password, you can create this. So what I will do is I will just continue with Google. Okay. Just a second.
It is asking for your site.
I'm sorry, what? Yeah.
It is asking for your site.
Your side, just a second. Let me log. Ask for option, your project option.
I think there is lots of echo going on.
No, I don't see guys because I'm sitting in a room in a closed room, so you should not have any echo. Just check probably with your audio.
When we put our email ID, they ask for. We put our email ID. Then the next page it comes. They ask your work email ID and your site.
Your site would be some random name. Just say, just put your two alphabets or number. It is just giving you a specific identification. That's it. Like SAM. It is uploading. Just a second.
So email ID will be the same. It will be the same as for the project. The project ID will be changed. It will get as per the project, right?
The project will change. Generally, the username and password will not change because that is going to the organization that will give you when you use the password. You leave it like that. Okay. Your project ID. In companies, you will do it. You will still use it. You all can see my screen. Can you all see my screen?
Yeah.
See, this
Yes.
is what
Yes.
I gave SAN one profile, just random, so that they know this is Sangeeta. Get it? Start and
Yeah.
probably I'll say COPD 1 to 3. Let's see if I can use this. Yes, I can, because I'm saying COPD 1 to 3. Okay, guys? I'll say agree. Now, once I have a work email or any email, your personal email in your case, and then you put your site name and then you go to the next one. Okay? It's just taking some time. It is already taking. Guys, let me connect to my data plan. Just give me a minute. It's a lot of time. 1 second.
Shomidip, can you mute yourself? The background noise.
Can you all hear my voice properly now?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, yes.
Let me again. It's taking a lot of time, which is why. I'll do it again, guys. Yes, sir. Yeah. COPD 001. Please check available. Yeah. So see, you should get a green tick here that says that this is available. The site name is available. So you will click on agree. Okay.
Excuse me, madam.
Yeah, yeah.
If you don't have any site, then we can use your site.
No, it is individual site. You can't use my site. You should use your name only. It is just
Okay.
a name Jira is giving you that.
Okay.
Okay. So guys, if you look at here, it says that what are the tools or the projects that Atlassian is offering. If you all can see my screen, it says that you can have a Jira software or a Jira service management where you have different kind of experiences, a different kind of features. whatever you want to choose, you can choose. However, the company will do all this for us. We don't have to touch all this because it's a paid version, and the company will accept and take all of these features, and they'll give you ready-made data for you to start working on it. Clear so far, guys? And generally, all of this is done by a Scrum Master in a Jira team, in a Scrum team. So far, so you as a team member will start working on it as a everything. This all this set, how much take, what features to add, and all that will be handled by the Scrum team and the Scrum Master and other team members. Okay. Now, guys, can you all see my screen? Now it clearly says that, are you new or experienced Jira software? What is this all about? This is just giving us how to set up your software. Again, this is just done once, guys. You don't even have to do it. And if you do not want to answer these questions, if you're not aware of them, I can just click on skip and you can go. Just for sake of it, let's look at the question. I am new to Jira. My team is experienced with Agile. We are working on features. We have a flexible schedule. If you're okay with it, we can go forward, or even you can skip it, guys. Nothing is going to change or affect your Jira experience. Yeah? Now you can take one project name, whatever project you are going to work on, you will give the details here. For me, I am checking student management system. I'm just taking one student management system, or yeah, let's take student management system. Now, guys, here, are you taking Scrum recommended or team managed recommended? So what will I do? I can change the template or I can leave it like this, guys. I will say create project. Okay. Probably we can have a Scrum recommended. Now, it's a template and it's a type team managed one. Now, if you want to add any other tools or any other of that lesson, you can, else we will skip it. It's not used. Now, and if you want to add any team members, guys, you can't hear my voice. Priya says, others, can you all hear my voice?
Yes.
Priya, just check your audio. The others can hear the voice. Priya, just check. Okay, guys, if you
Madam,
want,
it is showing IT.
I'm hearing.
I am sorry.
Madam, sorry. Madam, it is showing as IT service management. Options like IT service management, general service, customer service management, like that is showing, madam. What should I select?
No, that is not going to come, right? That you will not get that screen at all.
No, it came, madam, below the project templates.
Project.
I just skipped.
Probably you after the session you should let me know. Probably you have clicked on the wrong icons. Maybe we'll just check that. Just look at the screen for now. Try to check the navigation. After that, I'll let you. Now, if you want to invite team members, you can, or else you don't have to. So, I will say, continue. Now, this is now the home screen of your project. Guys, please understand this is called the project board. In this is where you will on project. Get this the project. So put on this screen. Just for this now let's look at the features here. This is your work. Please remember, when you're working in a Scrum team, you will allot a certain work because it is not like waterfall where you have very rigid process. It's very flexible framework. Then you will be doing multiple right? Now here, what I'm doing, I'm trying to look at what kind of work has been allotted to me. What is the recent task allotted to me? Okay. Which boards, which projects am I doing right now? I'm doing one project called as SMS board. If you have other projects, all of that will be displayed here. And if you have any queues, anything to assign or anything you are assigned, you can view this work. Okay, next, projects. Same thing. Any projects that you have any projects that I mentioned, you can access. Clear so far? Then if you have any filters that you want to put, okay, then what is a dashboard? Let's please understand, a dashboard is nothing but a consolidated physical representation of your complete work. You will learn about these dashboards in your Power BI and Tableau because it's very famous there. In Jira dashboard, we don't use a lot, but if you want to display your work, you can do it, or else it is not a very used feature in Jira, at least not from a BA perspective. Yeah, you will work on these dashboards exclusively in your Tableau and Power BI awareness sessions. Moving forward, we have people. If you want to invite your people, you can. And if you have any kind of applications you want to add, you can. Okay, guys? These are your features all about. Now, what do you mean by a roadmap? That is basically the way you have Gantt chart in your, the way you have Gantt chart in your water model. We have a similar progress report in Jira software. If you look at this, is nothing but when did you start? This is April 9th, and how are you progressing with your project? Yes, that is nothing but your progress report. So basically, as you're creating, once we create task, everything, I'll show here how you would be able to view it. Okay, once I create, now nothing is created, so you can't see anything here. But once we create, we can do it. At the same time, you can, I'll put it in top place so that you can see. Now, at the same time, you can also see, if you want to look at today what we have done in weeks perspective, or even in months or in quarter perspective. Okay, depend on how you see it, you can view it. So it is weeks, it is months, it is in quarters. Clear is? So probably we can see in weeks will be more better. Are you all clear? Now today is Saturday 9th. This is where my calendar has stopped. Clear? Now, what do we mean by a backlog? Please understand, guys. People who are a little not aware of this, I'll just give you a hand understanding what we mean by a backlog. So guys, please remember, when you're talking about the Scrum process, when you're talking about the Scrum process, every Scrum project, okay, is broken down into small pieces. Okay, once you have understood the project, let's assume our project here is called as student management system. Okay, now what do you mean by student management system? Can anyone explain? Tell me just in few lines. What do you mean by student management system?
Their details, like from the admission till the exit, every prospect has been managed in that.
Probably the course details, the payment details,
Course details,
semester details,
payment details,
all that,
academic details, achievements and all.
You all agree? Right? So,
Professors assign.
all the features for a student, from a library, a student management system can also have lab, library, parking, everything. You all agree? Yes.
Yes.
So basically, a student system will talk about everything that is related to a student. It is nothing but a coordination and a scheduling communication pattern between the faculty and the students. You all agree, guys? Now, when talking about a student management system, we have to understand what kind of features will come under student management system. Let's first talk about the basic ones. Point number one, I can talk about campus recruitment. You all agree? Right? We can talk about the student recruitment,
Yes.
campus recruitment. Point number two. Can I talk about payments? How about
yes?
How about your social activities, communication, social activities, because that is what the students would do. The extracurricular activities. You agree? Yes, guys. So I will just give you only 4 or 5 for our learning purpose, guys. Now, can you tell me what will come under campus recruitment? what will come under campus recruitment, guys?
Placement registration.
And profile.
Registrations. Then
Company profile.
Department.
your student profile, very good. Probably which year they are and what they're doing, very good. Next.
Eligibility.
Very good. What if they fail, is it? In their semesters. Like this? Now, how about the pay?
Specializations.
I'm sorry?
Specializations.
Specializations I can put in student profiles only, no?
Their grades can also be included.
That is eligibility, no?
Academic. Okay.
You agree? Right? Because if it adds so many related features, you will only confuse our website. We don't want that. You agree, guys? Because I'll tell you one thing. When you're working as a business analyst, you should also be in a position to advise your client. Like, madam, can we put grades? Madam, can we put the year? Can we put the name? So what is going to happen is we're adding all small features, which will only increase your work as a scrum team. At the same time, confuse. You will do redo of the work. Development team tomorrow will come and curse you. Well, madam, why are we asking you to do the same thing again, madam? Kind of thing. So we have to advise the client saying, sir, everything will come here. Are you clear so far? Now, talking about the payments.
Yes.
Under payments, what can come?
EMIs.
Semester details,
Semester details, fees.
breakdown of the fees, right? Payment dates,
Payment gateway, like
Payment mode.
yeah, payment mode.
right? You agree, guys? Under administration, what can come? Admissions.
Forms.
Very good.
Admission process.
Very good.
Admission.
Process details.
Details. And then allocations of
Pages. Sign up. You all agree?
yes.
This, because we'll talk about it. Class mode, because in admissions, which is online mode, different payment, offline mode, different payment. You agree? Social activities. Probably I'll talk about any kind of fest details,
So
kind of awareness sessions, societal awareness, any kind of social activities. You agree? So I will mention all of this in my student management system. Or for our understanding, we can also put library services as well. Just for our understanding. Now, guys, please tell me, we have a project that is named as student management system. Under that, what am I doing? I'm listing down the features. You all agree? Feature number
Yes.
1, feature number 2. What are these features called as?
Epic.
Okay.
Class.
Guys,
Modules.
very good. Modules. See, now, if I work on this 4 or 5 modules, you agree that for this scenario, you agree that my student management system is over? I can deliver it to my client. You all agree?
No.
You all agree?
no.
Yes. Because for our class session, I'm only saying that we have only these features. If I give the client these 5 features, my student management system application is completed. Because in reality, you will include all the features that has been mentioned in your project. But for our
One doubt here, this campus recruitment payments, everything are epics, right?
I'll answer that question in 1 minute, okay? So guys, here what we are doing is we are trying to break down your complete features into small tasks or activities. You all agree? Yes? Please understand for students.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you repeat it again? Can you repeat it again?
See, basically what I have done is I have broken down the student management system into smaller activities and tasks. You agree? Right now, people who are asking me what is an epic, guys, please understand. Epic is a very high level breakdown. Very high level breakdown. And please remember, Epic can be very optional in nature. Generally, in the projects, we don't, unless and until a project does not have such high level breakdown, we cannot have epics. Are we getting it?
Can you give an example?
See, I'll give you a non-IT example just for your understanding. Let's assume I want to have lunch. Okay. In simple scenario, lunch is my project. You all agree? Having lunch is a project now. Sorry. Let me make it like this. Meals. Having meals is my project. Now, if you're talking about meals, I'm breaking down into further what? Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Now, what are they called as? They're called as epics because they're very high level breakdown. You agree? Again, under breakfast, I have small tasks. You remember? You agree? Right? So please understand, guys. I'm again repeating. Epic is
Features, right? Features.
these are all these tasks in this scenario. In our scenario, these are all the features.
It is subtasks.
Subtasks. Very good, guys. Remember, epics are a very optional element in a Scrum project. It's not compulsory to have epics, guys.
Then what is this pointers in this campus recruitment payment?
I will tell you. Wait. So basically, epics are very optional. As she asked me, what are these 1 and 2? They are called as products.
Okay.
They are called as
Correct.
products. And under products, we have something called as user stories. So please understand, guys, whenever you're talking about a Scrum project, please pay attention here. What is essential? You should definitely have products, and list of products are called as
User stories.
product backlog.
Okay.
List of products are called as a product backlog, and every product or every underneath every product you will have user stories. Clear?
Sangeeta, I have a doubt. Sangeeta, one thing.
Yeah.
Once you create in product, what is the hierarchy level? Actually, it comes like epic, feature, user stories, and task. Like that only it will come, right?
No. Epic, product backlog, user stories.
Epic, product backlog, and user stories in Jira, right?
In normal also, because one thing you need to understand, guys.
But actually, I'm using DevOps in my company.
Mhm.
There, how it comes is like it comes epic, feature, user stories, and tasks.
See, basically what you need to understand, and tell you one very simple thing about Scrum and Agile, guys. Agile and Scrum is a very flexible model. Okay, some companies are bent upon having epics. If they don't have epics, for them it doesn't work out. But for some people, they ignore the epics and they work on the product backlog. So now what you're telling me, epics after that features, they're only trying to add an extra step here. That's it. Okay. So if you ask me, are there not features of this here? Are there not features or functionalities?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Are you not
Yes.
of these features also only? You all agree? Right? So just do not get confused, guys. Here, basically, what am I doing is just to make our life very simple, because we are still learning stage. I'm not trying to confuse you with. Every project will have a product backlog. We will have a epic, but in Jira I will explain you how to create an epic, and everything I'll explain you. But when you go to an organization, you don't get surprised if there are no epics created. Okay, clear so far? But every Scrum will have product backlog for sure, compulsory. Are we all clear now?
Ma'am, one question.
Yes.
One more question over here. You said that product is a project, and in the list of products are my backlog. Okay, but I just wanted to
product backlog.
List of product and list of products are my backlog, right?
Yes.
List of products and products are my backlog. So just let me know. And then you said that product is my user story.
No. Under product you have user stories.
User stories will be like mail is my project. Then under that there are sub products that are the list of products like A, B, C, D.
That is a user.
They are my backlog. That are the users. A, B, C.
List of products, madam. Don't get confused. List of products is called as a product backlog. List.
Okay.
Under every product, this ABC that I have created is nothing but your user stories.
Okay, these are my user stories. Now, just one more confusion I am having it while using Jira or iScrum also. There is a point known as sprints. So how it going to define sprints? How backlog and sprints are different from each other, and what are the difference between them?
I will explain in a minute. So guys, I'm not getting into how to write a user story because I'm sure you all know how to write a user story, right?
Yes.
You all
Yes,
know,
yes,
right? I'm not
we know
getting
that.
into that.
One thing,
Yeah.
ma'am, can you student management system? Can you tell which is the product backlog, which is the user story?
This is a product backlog 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that I have written, right? This list all together
Okay.
is product backlog.
Okay, the whole thing is product
Product backlog. List of products is a product backlog.
Okay.
Okay.
Madam, then sorry, then what is the epic here, madam?
Epic is a very high level, and okay, if you want to very know
Which
what
comes under user stories, epics and all.
Okay, I'll give you one more example. Yes, wait. Okay, you want to go to grocery shopping. Okay, I'm giving a very common scenario, guys. What is this grocery shopping called as? Today is weekend. After the class, you want to go grocery shopping. What is it? What is it, guys?
It's my
Scrum
product.
It's a project.
It will be product.
Project.
The project, yes, project. Project.
Go and do shopping. Now, when you have your grocery shopping, you have few items to purchase. You have a function at home you want. Point number 1. What do you do? You agree? That is how we generally do. For entertaining guests, what should I do? Probably. For food, what should I do? Right? What are these called as?
For drink.
These are called as product.
Drinks.
Yes, ma'am. Product.
Right? Now, very good. Okay, now let me answer one. Let me put more confusion to you. Just giving guys. What are they called as?
User stories.
Okay, anyone
User
else?
stories.
This will called as user stories, ma'am.
Let me confuse you more. Wait.
Okay.
What are they called as then?
Games become my epic and the card become my description, like that.
Card games become user stories. Games become epic.
Games become epic. Games will become epic.
Any other
And card and
Under the game thing, there will be a user stories.
Okay.
some user stories.
Shall I answer?
Epic is a high level breakdown.
Shall I answer?
Some features or some.
Wait, guys. Let me answer that question. Number 1, interesting answers. Okay. So now this becomes a project. This becomes an epic. Right now.
Okay.
When you.
But how, ma'am?
I'll tell you. Wait. Now you have a project. You want to buy groceries. When you see, guys, groceries is not just going to Ratnadeep and anything. I'm saying you have to entertain people. Guys. You have to do something. Entertaining people.
Okay.
Food and drinks. If I purchase these 3 things, is my grocery shopping over? Is my activity over of dealing with that party? You agree? Yes. Yes. Actually, yes. Now I'm saying that, guys, for me, I want to entertain my guests. I want to deal with the food, and I want to give them certain drinks, and I'm done. My activity of taking care of the party is over. For that only, I'm doing grocery shopping. You all agree?
Yes.
Now, because I have broken down the complete project into very high level divisions, these are called as epics. Please understand, epics are very high level. When I said I want to entertain,
So yeah,
when I'm when I'm saying hold on,
sorry.
Hold on, girls, hold on. When I'm saying entertain guests, what will I do to entertain them? That is second story. But I'm saying entertain guests. I'm giving a very vague sentence. I want to entertain guests. What should I do to entertain guests that I have to include in grocery shopping? That is also there, no? You agree? Are you all getting it, guys?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
These become epic. They're very high level breakdown, guys. Okay. Now, when I want to entertain guests, I'm saying one of the activity I want to put is games. I want to list the topics for discussion. Please mute, cannot talk. Lot of background noise that's coming. So what am I doing? I'm saying for entertaining my guests, I have again put 3 activities: games, movies, and discussion topics again. Now for games, I am saying I want them to play card games, I want them to play Antakshari, and I want them to guess the word games. Again, for that I need to buy certain items. That's a different story. Now, what does this game become? Games become
Product.
Very good. And what does this card games, Antakshari, and guess the word becomes?
Story.
User story.
User story.
You agree now? Again, this becomes another product. Again, we'll add user story. Again, this becomes another product. Now, what is the list of products called as?
Backlog.
Product backlog.
Product backlog. I mentioned product backlog because we have another backlog also.
Yeah.
Product backlog.
Yeah, product.
Is it very clear now what is epic, product, and user stories?
Yes, yes.
All of you, no confusion, right? Anyone? Any questions? Please ask me now.
Madam,
Now
sorry.
my question is, what is used this Epic and Scrum and Jira?
What is the
Use Epic and the Scrum in Jira.
Epic and Scrum?
Yeah, what is
Scrum
used
is a
for that?
framework. Scrum is a framework, no? Jira is the tool that you are doing.
Okay.
Scrum is a complete framework. The process itself is called as Scrum.
Scrum is a framework. Okay.
Framework, exactly. Under that, to fulfill that framework, the process, basically what is a framework? A set of procedures to complete one output. What is your output? Is to complete your grocery shopping is an output.
Okay.
So Jira is a tool and Scrum is a framework and Agile is a model.
Agile is a model. Yes.
Methodology.
No. My question is Epic and Scrum. What is role in Jira?
Again,
Or what is
Scrum is what you're doing in Jira.
Framework.
Are you talking about a sprint or Scrum?
Okay. Scrum
Framework. Scrum is set of activities that you will do to complete one project. Just like waterfall, you're taking set of activities now in waterfall also.
Okay.
So waterfall is what is waterfall? A model.
It's a methodology.
It's a model.
Methodology.
Similarly, Agile is another.
Yeah.
Sorry, Scrum is another method. Agile. Are you getting it?
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Any other questions for me?
Madam, one question, madam. That means Epic is not necessary in every project, man.
Not optional.
Okay, then who will decide that a particular section is Epic? That is done by BA or Scrum Master?
No. Please understand, guys. Under Scrum, nothing is a very specific role. Please understand. You should come out of that shell. Wherein in waterfall we have specific activities. You do this. You do this. You do this. Right? In Scrum we don't have such stuff. Everybody will do everything. So Scrum Master will direct the show. He will say, Sangeeta, you do this. Chalo, sir, you do this. You do this. So Scrum Master will direct the show. So you can't have that mindset saying, what will a BA do? BA can do this also. Are we getting it? So please do not be in that assumption that what is exactly BA activities. Because do not get confused here, guys. When you're working in a Scrum team, you are doing a very group activity. It's called a group work. You're doing it as a group, not like an individual contributor. Are you able to understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, thank you, madam.
Don't get confused with waterfall. Clear, guys?
Ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, I want to ask one question that, how is a Scrum and a Sprint is different from each other?
Yes, of course. Definitely, yes. I will tell you what is a sprint in a minute. That is asking, are you talking about a scrum? So basically, I'll tell what is a sprint. Guys, now what happened? You have identified all these features and user stories now. You agree? Now, which feature will you work first? Who will tell me?
Campus recruitment.
How will you tell me? Because it is number one.
Admission.
How will you tell me?
So it depends on the business value.
Exactly, guys. Now, what am I doing is I'm prioritizing all of these user stories and these functionalities and everything, and we are going to tackle one by one. Are we getting it? So now all of us have understood. Cello, we have decided. The whole team has decided. Let's work on campus recruitment first, because the campus recruitment is coming. I want to work on it because it has the highest business value. You all agree, guys? You know what is business value, and right? All that, right? Complexity points. Right? So this has the highest business value. I have prioritized my product. This is my prioritized product backlog. Now, once my products and product backlog is prioritized, I will start working on these user stories. Now, what is a sprint? What will I do? I will combine certain user stories and I'll start working on them in a sprint. Sprint is a time boxed event where you are primarily working on completion of the user stories. Clear so far, guys?
Ma'am, after prioritizing the products, do we all prioritize the user stories in that product list?
Yes, we should.
Okay.
That is what we do a sprint planning meeting. So basically a sprint planning meeting, that is what we do. So we try to prioritize the user stories and we think about which user story should come in sprint 1, which user story should go in sprint 2. So sprint planning meeting focuses on prioritization only, on the business value, the complexity points, velocity, what is the load of the team, how much of work can the team take. That kind of discussion is happens in user planning meeting, and that is what is put forward in the sprint. Clear, guys? Any questions?
Ma'am, one more thing I just wanted to ask. In Jira or in iScrum I have worked, so there is a roadmap. Okay, so we define that every product or every project will, or every list of product will take this much for a particular of time and duration. It is written in starting only a set. So that particular is also known as Scrum, or we are working on a Scrum for a roadmap.
We are working on Scrum.
We are working on a Scrum, and in that Scrum, we are defining the roadmap that how much time we are going to take to complete this thing. But in I just wanted to ask, in iScrum when I was using it, so there is a point where roadmap, the definition of roadmap is not written. There is something else. Features are given over there, the widgets. So how we defined in iScrum that particular thing?
Roadmap is nothing but your how you want to take it forward. Like roadmap is nothing but a progress report of your project. In Jira, roadmap is automatically created. Okay, we don't
roadmap is
physically don't do it. Or as you're progressing, it is automatically updated there. Getting it? So roadmap is nothing but an additional feature given by Jira where everything is progress, because tomorrow Scrum Master wants to add, your client wants to see what is happening in the project. All that can be seen.
Okay.
You're getting it?
Yeah. And in Backlog in Jira, there is a point is written that the create a sprint that activate the sprint.
I will.
So how?
Give me a minute. Let me first get to Jira. Guys, are you all clear with the process though? Are you all clear with the process?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes.
Let me show all of this that in the Jira. Okay, that's the major part. Chalo. Okay. Now, let me show the Jira. Let me share my screen there. You all can see my screen. Okay. Can you all see Jira, guys?
No.
Just a minute. I think it is up. How about now? Yes?
Now, yes. Yes.
Yes. Now, guys, whatever you see, so we're going to create a product backlog here. What please understand, everything here is called as an issue. In your Jira, we don't have a thing called as user stories. In Jira, user stories are called as issues. Clear so far? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create backlog. I will say admissions. That is one product I'm giving. What was the thing that I created in Facebook? Your campus recruitment. Then I say
Payments.
yeah.
Activities.
Okay. Okay, guys. So basically, what I have done is we have this backlog here. Okay. Under this backlog, we have created some issue points, and at the same time, what I can do is I'll also add few more features here. Wait. Or else, more simpler thing what I can do is, guys, you see this backlog here? Hello? Can you all see this backlog here, guys? Now, what is Jira doing is,
Yes.
guys, don't even worry on the backlog. Start your user stories with what is saying. Because Jira says, I don't care about the backlog. Because for a sprint, what is important is a backlog important, product important, or a user story important.
User story.
You agree? So what
User story.
Jira telling me is, you can create this document in your organization, but Jira says, don't even worry about these product names. I don't care. I don't need also. It says, write the user story name. We are all getting this explain. So it says, don't worry about this product backlog. Don't even let me edit the name of the backlog because it's a very minor feature for Jira. You're all understanding this, guys?
Yes.
Sure, 100%.
Ma'am?
Yes, go ahead.
I have a question.
Yes.
Ma'am, issue.
In Jira, user stories are called as issues. In Jira, user stories are called as issues.
Okay.
You're getting it?
Ma'am, can you please repeat print one because I missed that point due to
Just let me add some data, then connect. Just give it, write it down. Okay, now I have created certain user stories. Now again, I can add more names. I'm not even completed the whole user story yet, guys. I'm just writing the name. Okay. Payment by card. Payment by net banking. Course registration forms. Now, guys, am I writing this all on one product user stories? Am I combining everything?
You're combining everything.
Combining everything. You all agree? Now, can you tell me what is this called as combination of multiple user stories? Product backlog. You all agree? You all
Yes,
agree?
yes.
Yes. This is what I have done. So just to avoid confusion, guys, what is Jira saying is don't even mention which product. Combine every user story here. You have 500 user stories of different products. Add it here. I don't care. Okay. So here, if in reality we will have around 500 to 600 user stories. Are you able to understand, guys? No confusion?
Yes, ma'am, understood.
Yes.
Whatever you added is the product backlog or the user stories?
Backlog is already there, Amma. See, this is backlog is already there. So under this backlog, I'm adding user stories. Now we will have a meeting where we will prioritize which user stories must I work in first sprint, which user story I should work in second sprint, and which user story I should work in third sprint. Are you getting it? So after this meetings are all over, then what we do in Jira? I will just drag and drop this into the sprint. I am creating sprint 1. You see this SMS sprint 1?
Yes.
Right? I'm just dragging and okay, guys. So right now I am saying that I have 3 user stories under this sprint 1. You can rename the user story sprint, or else you can just leave it like that. No problem. So guys, in order to start a sprint, minimum we need a 3 user story. Minimum 3 user stories is what we would need. Clear this? Any questions?
What? Minimum 3 years of story?
You need to start one sprint.
Okay, to start a sprint, we need at least 3 user stories, right?
Yes. Minimum.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Now what I do, I have these user stories. I want to start a sprint. Now we all understand what I have done. First, I have backlog is already created in Jira. I'm only creating user stories. Nothing else I have done. If you want, you can also add an epic. Let's assume, for our understanding, I'm putting one epic here, just for our understanding. I will say admissions. Okay, just for our understanding here, guys. Okay, then campus recruitment. Okay, I have to know I can put it to here. Just for our understanding, I'm telling it is optional. See, whatever you can have issues without epic also. It means you can have user stories without epic also. Nothing is going to happen. Yes. Now I will start the sprint. No confusion, right? I will start the sprint. Yes, now you are.
Yes. Ma'am, I have one doubt that your SMS sprint 1 needs user stories, right?
Yes. It's a sprint, first sprint, and it has user stories. Yes.
Okay. So can't we name that SMS sprint 1 as user stories for our understanding?
No, that is not a user. It is sprint 1. It is like one event. It is not user story. It has user stories under that.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ma'am, just now you have created epic. Now where it can we can see, ma'am?
I will show you one minute.
Epic.
I will just show you one. Now I have a sprint name. You can edit the sprint name if you want to, but I'm not doing it. Now, generally we have 2 weeks to 4 weeks sprints. You all know that, right? 2 weeks to 4 weeks sprint. You can have a 1 week sprint, a 2 week sprint, 3 week sprint, or a 4 week, or you can also custom it. So if I say 1 week, from today, your end date is closed. Do you see this? So it is calculating the days. But if you say custom, I want to put the start date and the end date, everything is unlocked. You can put it. Okay, guys? Now, if you want, I can also put a sprint goal. It is optional. If you want, if you have a sprint goal, you can put it. Clear? Now, here, let's.
What is sprint goal?
Sprint goal is
what should we write on?
What you want to achieve.
For example, can you let me know?
Probably I want to activate the admissions feature. I want to complete my, let's assume I will say, time.
Ma'am, you are asking about goal, ma'am?
Yes. I will say PM time 12:30. I will say 12:30. Okay. So I have just put few hours ka sprint, guys. Start date is today 12 o'clock 6 it started, and 12:30 I'm saying it will end same day. And I'm saying start. So once you start, directly you will go to the board. What is this board called as? Sprint board. Please understand. We have a product backlog and we have a sprint board. This is a sprint board, wherein you will have all the user stories sitting here. So we have 3 user stories in 2 activities. Somebody should do it. Are we clear so far now? What I'm doing? I have created user stories that all sitting in the backlog. From there, I have prioritized the user stories. I have created one sprint. From that sprint, I have put all the data and it is coming to the sprint board. Okay. In general scenarios, what happens is organizations, they put 4 or 5 boards together. They'll have 4 or 5 boards together, and that boards are called as sprint backlog. Just like the way you have product backlog, we'll have a sprint backlog where multiple sprints are already decided. And you can customize the start date and date you can customize later. Clear right now? Clear?
Multiple sprints will be displayed in the board, right?
You can create sprint 1, sprint 2. You can create.
So that multiple sprints is known as sprints backlog.
Sprint backlog, yes.
So this 3 R is known as the sprint backlog, or it will be a sprint only? Like what?
And we have only created 1 sprint so far.
And the sprint.
Hello. Yeah, go ahead.
So can you just show us that how multiple sprints, like sprint backlog can be?
Go to backlog here. Again, what you can do, here I'm still in my sprint 1. I haven't completed it. So once we complete this sprint, we can create a new sprint. Or else if you want to create a sprint, go to create sprint. Sprint 2. Do you see this? Same story. Okay. Yeah.
So, ma'am, we can say that sprint 1 is the task 1, which we have to complete first, and then we can go down to sprint 2.
That depends. Sometimes there are parallelly running sprints.
Okay.
There are parallel running sprints also, because we haven't started sprint at all. The second sprint is not started. You see this, guys? I'm unable to start my second sprint because I haven't started my first sprint yet. Are you able to understand?
Yes, ma'am.
But I have created the sprint. You see this? Sprint is already created. I have told you to the start, but start and start doing it. Clear? Sprint 1.
Yes, ma'am.
These 2 sprints are called as sprint backlog. Yeah. Now, I will just
understood, ma'am.
How to write this sprint here. What will I do? I'll double click on this. I can open this user story. So it's very important to write your user story. It's very important to write in a clear manner. Number 1. See here, if you want to add an epic, see, someone asked me now how to add an epic. I will take this. I will add epic. I want to add this. SMS project, campus recruitment is my epic in this scenario. and under that I have this user. Now it's clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Right? If I want to attach any document, I can attach, guys. If you want to add a child issue, if you want to link any issue, any dependencies, you can do. Here, you will add.
What is child issue?
Child issue is if you have any, if you remember, we have a parent and a child in classes we have learned.
Yes.
There is
Parent
a
classes.
class. If you have any
Inheritance.
here, you can put any dependencies, any previous thing that has to be completed for this. That kind of things you can attach.
So, ma'am, here the epic is campus recruitment and company details is the user story.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. Now here what will I write? As admin
user.
As an admin. I want to log in to add company details so that students can view the company or can
complete profile
apply in campus recruitment. You agree? Yes. Right? Now what will I do? I will write acceptance criteria. What is acceptance criteria? Login. Go to add company tab. Fill the details. Submit. Here now right. That's it. What I will do. And if you want to add anything, you can also add it. But this is compulsory from a
yes.
This thing. Clear? Any question, anyone?
No, ma'am. Ma'am, in real time, what is the work of an individual? Who will create the sprints and who will work on user stories, and how we can retrieve and work on that?
The answer is every. BA can also create a user story. BA can also assign a user story. BA can also create these user stories. Scrum Master can do all of this. A product owner can do all of this. A developer can also do all this. As I told you guys, here in Scrum, we don't have a specific individual task like we have in Waterfall, guys. Say, tomorrow when you become BA in Agile, you won't say that, sir, it's not my job, I can't write user story. You must write a user story.
Okay.
Depends on.
So, ma'am,
yeah.
Ma'am, I'm asking about the work style, ma'am. So actually, to create a sprint, it will take a couple of hours time. So exactly, who will write and how in real time we will work?
That is what I'm telling you, right? Who will write? Everybody in the team will write.
So, ma'am, in this Jira like software, the technical team also has access to it. So, like they can know how to create.
The whole Scrum team will have access.
Okay.
Because this is like, please understand, this is a tool where you can view, edit, and do everything. The whole Scrum project is sitting here. The whole year project is sitting here. If, see here, this story can be written by a Scrum Master, can be written by a product owner, can be written by a business analyst. But in a preferred,
who will work on this user stories? Only
here you will assign
only Scrum team?
No. Only Scrum team.
Developers.
Not required. No,
Developers, right?
Not required all the time. If you have done
Even BA has to work on the user stories?
Depends. If it is a very process-oriented user story, yes. Like for example, see,
BA also should work on the user stories.
Yes. I'll tell you what. See, here I told you as an admin I want to do this. So all of these options will be activated by a developer. Once the developer has created the code on all of this login page, this company screen and everything, what will he do? He will assign it to a tester. You agree? Tester will do the testing, and after that assign it to a BA for UAT testing. You agree?
Yes.
Right? So accordingly, the user stories will be assigned to multiple individuals depending on the status of it. And once the BA has done the UAT testing, whom should I reassign? To the product owner for the final check. And when the product owner is okay, I will send it for deployment. Do you all agree?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, this is what I will do. Right? Sir, did I answer your question? Who will write these user stories? Someone asked me, right?
Anyone can write the user story as per the name.
Depending on what it is, we all will fix it. You can't say this is not my job, because trust me, I have personally worked in a Scrum team. They will not let you sit silent for 5 minutes. They will constantly, do this, do this. So you will be very active member in Agile and Scrum. It is unlike waterfall where you have a very rigid roles. Here you don't have. You might have to pitch in like a Scrum Master also sometimes, give PPTs, give presentations. So you will be put into multiple roles here in Scrum. Did I answer your question, sir? Someone asked me a question, right? I don't know what's your name though.
That's why Agile is very famous.
Agile, yes, Agile is very famous and interesting also. You can't take a sick leave in Agile. You can't say I'm unwell, my stomach is not well, I don't know. You can't, you have to run. That is,
That's the cost is also less.
that's
Will you teach how the codes are merged in the branches in Jira?
Can you please repeat the question again?
How codes
No.
codes are development codes.
No, we will not teach that, because that is not our role as a BA. For a business analyst, this is what we will access.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now,
Sangeeta, hi.
yes.
Just a query that whoever is in this Scrum team can edit the stories.
Generally, let's assume I am the receiver, I am the reporter here. Sangeeta M is a reporter. When you want to edit it, unless and until you don't talk to me, you can't edit it.
Okay.
Because the
Need to have any kind of approval for that?
Yes. Because this user story is not my baby anymore. Once I have put it in Jira, everybody can view it now. I don't know which resource is working on this user story, no?
Okay.
Without you talking to me.
So generally, how many people are there in this team?
Scrum team, generally we have 8 to 10 people.
Okay.
Okay, others are shared resources. They can sit anywhere in the world.
Okay.
Okay, so unless or until you do, you will get email alerts, guys. Whatever I'm doing here, you get an email alert, because you will be assigned to an email ID here. So if you want to edit your user story, you can write comment here, not edit it. You can add comments instead of editing.
Whenever talking transition, right?
I'm sorry?
Whenever task is transition, we will get email.
You will get an email. Any kind of update on your assigned user story, you'll get email alerts.
So, ma'am, suppose as a BA, I add a user story, but there's some error in it or some problem. So the subject matter expert or the project manager cannot also edit it?
He will not. Unless and until we don't have an editing option, generally we don't do it. As long as I remember, we don't edit it. You can add comments. Please, this is an error I noticed. Please edit it. So I will only edit it.
Okay.
The product owner says, no, if you're not available, Sangeeta is not available. They can do that, but generally we don't give that thing. As a BA, you should not let anybody take over your work. They'll add in comments. You can add any number of comments, guys. Generally, we have like 100, 200 comments for every user story in real time.
Okay, ma'am.
So that can be done. Clear, guys?
Yeah. After completion of user stories, once finalized, the client will be signature.
No. And when your user stories itself, when the client is doing the testing, that itself is a sign off, no, on this specific user story. Then whatever is mentioned is able to get it. He will say done, over. Then it will be sent to the deployment. You don't get again a sign off, separate sign off.
Okay.
Okay.
Madam, can the client ask for change in between the process, madam?
Yes, they can. Then what we do, we put all the changes back in the product backlog. Again, we create new sprints. So let's assume there is one change. What will I do? I will attach one link or an issue. So I'll say that for this, unless we don't work on that, you can't work on this. But please understand, you cannot attach directly to the user story. You will have to first put it in the product backlog.
What
Then only you have to put it.
what is this? What is this child issue, ma'am?
Child issue is, let's assume, okay, you want to take payments tab. As a student, I want to do payments to register for my course. Now, for you to do a payment, your net banking must be active, no?
Yes.
Right? So that is a child. Parents, payments is
Okay.
a parent, and for the payments can each you have child. So unless and until I don't complete this net banking, can I do the payments? Can a student do the payment?
So first the child issue need to be executed, then only the parent.
No, I'm just giving an example. So we have child issues. For one thing to complete
Okay.
dependency. So basically here it is all dependencies. For this user story to complete, we have other dependencies. You will note all those dependencies here. Clear?
Okay.
Yeah. So guys, once you
So every issue there will be
not required. If
dependencies will be added in the child issue.
Not required. If at all there is a dependency, only you will attach, or else it's not required. If it's a very independent one, you don't need.
Okay.
Like for example, I want to sign up. There is no dependency for sign up page, no. Like I will not require any child issue. Any questions now?
Ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, since like Agile is a model wherein we can accept change requests, right? But is there any chance for scope creep in this as well?
Generally, we don't have scope creeps here because we are delivering the project in very, very, very small iterations, small features. Scope creep will happen when the whole project is over and it is going beyond the time and the budget. But here we're not doing like that, no.
Okay. So like since like everybody, even the project owner can add his or her comment. So like if he demands a change request on a very later stage where the developer team has already extracted the information written here by the BA and the product has already been developed, then in that case, what will be the action taken?
In Scrum, we cannot say product is completed because development is completed. Because if you look at it, I can have 50 or 70 sprints in Scrum. In this project, I can have 70 sprints. If a change is requested, can't I create one more sprint? Because development is not over, no? For this feature, it is over. For other features, it's still active.
Okay.
So when can I say development is over? Till the last date.
Okay, when just the UAT part is left.
Not you. See here, we are working individually as one user story. Take it as a user story. I'm working on user story number 1. Can't I create a change in user story number 2? Because I didn't even start the work yet, no? And like can't I put that change in sprint 2?
Yes, ma'am.
That is the beauty of Scrum, which is why Scrum is so popular.
Okay.
No loss, no tension, no time waste. Still, we can add changes. Okay, but if you're saying that I have completed all my sprints are over, almost 1 week to deployment, I might not be able to accept changes because the developers have stopped that coding. They've frozen their code. Then I can talk to the client.
Oh. Yes, ma'am. That was my main question. Like once all the sprints are done and then the change request is there.
All the requirements have been signed off. Everything is over. Like it is next week, you're going to release your project. You can't add change because there's a dependency will be created again, no? But initial stages, still changes are happily accepted in Scrum.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Now, once I have created this, if I want to assign it, I can assign it to myself or to anybody who's available in the team. Okay, we can assign it. Then we can put the sprint 1. Story point estimate is nothing but your complexity points, guys, that you have created. I will say 4, which is 4 hours. Then it is send it a report, and then you have any rule executions you can. That is a developer's work, will not touch it. Then I am complete my
Rule execution means?
Now, one query here.
Yes, please.
The story point estimate will always be in hours.
Hours, yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
And while doing the user stories, I also come up in project. I also come up with the like business value and BV, which is known as, and complexity points. So how do we calculate this thing, and what is
a story point estimate only, guys.
a complexity point is a story point only. So it is calculated in hours, right?
Yes.
And what about the business value?
Business value point is not mentioned in this user story because this is where you use it for sprint planning. You will calculate and prioritize the user stories on DV only.
Ma'am, can you explain the story point estimate? What is that?
Story point estimate is number of hours that are used to complete this user story. How many hours?
Number of hours. Okay.
Number of hours.
So these things have any formula like in the story points or in business value?
You have poker cards, planning poker for your complexity points, and currency. We have multiple techniques, guys. So we have currency points in for your business value.
So this BA only is going to calculate, or some other people is also like?
This complexity points is calculated by the developers team, only by developers. And your BV value.
And what about
the Scrum team?
Okay. So there is any in this BV also there is some technique?
BV we have this currency notes technique. We have t-shirt size, many techniques are there.
Can you just show the example after this completing the session?
Guys, you can do that. That is taught to you in the Scrum sessions, guys. The Scrum network.
Okay.
That is taught by the next.
Scrum awareness. Okay, fine. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
So, guys, now I have created these user stories. I'm going to drag them as we are completing the user stories. Please understand. We are dragging it as we do this user story. Yeah. Okay. Then it is in progress, and I will say it is done like this. Done this. So I'm saying that my user stories have been completed. It is still 1 minute is there for me to complete my sprint. So I will say complete my sprint. Are you able to understand what I'm telling you now, guys? I will complete.
Yes, ma'am.
Automatically, generally in organization, you don't have to click on it. It will be completed. But now our class session, I am doing this. Understand? Completed my first sprint is over. So directly now this is activated. You see this second sprint will be starting again. I can say start my sprint. Second sprint will start. Here so far, guys, any questions?
Madam, can we change? Can make changes during stage and even in a done stage, madam?
What kind of changes are you looking for?
Like client asking for any changes from his side.
In the users then the changes will be added to the product backlog, and then you'll create a new sprint. You can't generally add any user stories to the sprints.
Okay. If our team done any mistakes in that user story,
then you can't get a sign.
Then we can add in.
Then you will have to understand until you don't get a confirmation from the different team members. You can't say user story is complete. If you done an error, it will not work. Again, you have to, because the testing team will not approve, no?
Okay.
Again, you need to redo.
No, once task is completed, when we change the status as completed, again the client has given some changes in it, or maybe there are some issues in that particular user stories. Then what will you do?
We will have to reassign it back to the developer. Where is the issue coming from? Development side, from the requirement side, where?
Yes, development side.
Developer to reassign.
Even if it is in completed status, we can reassign, right?
Because completed is developer saying that I have completed the coding. Testing is not over.
Yeah.
So when we do testing, if we feel it is not done, reassign back to developer. Till the work is not done, we keep on reassigning back only. It is like a ball. You assign, I assign, you assign, I assign. The thing will be running till the user story is not completed. Okay.
So, ma'am, once the user story is on it, then the same user story the tester has to test, or how it goes for testing.
Same user stories, whatever that is showing, the testing team will test on that, on this user story. Because developer will
In the same sprint, or
same sprint. Parallelly,
okay.
everybody are working guys here.
Sangeeta, I have another doubt. If you take a project,
Hmm.
there will be two developments. One is API development, and another thing is Angular development. And you have API integration. 3 types of things will be available. How we will manage this by creating only one user story, or we'll be creating 3 different same user story? We will create 3 times for each of the things.
No, we will not. If it is in development, whoever is the development person, API developer, integration developer, will reassign it to him, that user story. Will not create same.
Okay, then if the work is going on parallelly, then what will you do?
No problem.
Because only one user can be allocated, not multiple users for the same user story, right?
That's only in Jira tool. Unofficially, Scrum Master knows, right, who is working on what. If you feel that the technical team is involved, you can assign it to technical manager. Right? He will deal with who is working on what. Why do we care?
Okay, but
hello,
ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, there's a doubt. Like for each sprint to end, there has to be a sign off from all the team members. Then only a sprint can end.
Generally, I will not. Yes, more or less, yes. Unless and until there's no sign off, we can't say the user story has been completed.
Okay.
Clear, guys? Now.
Hi, I have one question.
Yes, please.
Regarding that story point estimate.
Yes.
You mentioned it is in hours, so you entered that 4. So
Yes.
does it mean it stands for 4 hours?
Yes.
Okay. And if it is more than like a day task, like in a day, if we take it like 8 hours, so if that
16 hours, 16.
okay,
2 days.
so always it will okay, yeah.
And ma'am,
Will
how
it
do we
consider
calculate the story point estimate?
I'm sorry.
How do we calculate the story point estimate?
We have techniques. We have multiple techniques that we do that. We have multiple techniques to calculate. That is not a part of Jira. It is out of Jira. So you have to go through your material, and again, then you have to understand how it is calculated.
Okay.
This story points in hours will consider the work shift also, right?
Work shift in the sense 8 hours.
Correct.
You don't. That is what I'm telling you.
Working calendar.
You just going to talk about how many hours you will spend on that working user stories. It is 8 hours, 16 hours. It all depends on how many hours.
Let us suppose it is 16.
16.
Let us suppose it is 16 hours.
16. You put the number 16.
And tomorrow is holiday. Tomorrow is holiday. We have estimated as 16 today. So this 16 will be skipping tomorrow's 8 hours?
Yes. Only 16 productive hours you will put, no? It doesn't care as to how many days you have. You can say 16 days also you can work. 1 hour every day. Who cares? As long as you are spending 16 hours, I'm okay.
Okay. One more query here. If the user story has dependency on some other application or some other API, for which their development also needed, so how do we handle in that scenario?
That you attach it. You put a dependency there. You attach that. I told you, no? If you have a dependency, you can attach any dependencies. You can tell in the comments saying we have a dependency. We can't start this user story without that. You will mention everything in the comments and you can attach all those dependencies here.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, okay. Okay, once we create...
Ma'am, while installing...
yeah.
Ma'am, while installing Jira application, we are getting the options as IT service management, general service management.
Guys, generally I haven't seen this. I've installed it right before you, but I did not see it so far. I don't know what went wrong. Just check once again, no? because we don't see that IT management. I haven't seen. It's been so many times I've been installing this. I haven't seen it anywhere.
Madam, I too
Yeah,
received,
I
I
have
too
tried
got
couple of times. I
Ma'am,
have
in
tried.
second slide, it is showing project templates and service
Project
management. In that,
project
IT
template,
service management and
you will take a project template, guys, because we're doing a project, right? We'll take.
is there there they are showing around IT service management, general service management, customer service management.
I assume you need
In
to take IT
project
because you need to take IT service management maybe because the new version, because I haven't received it ever, such kind of notification. You accept IT service management.
Okay.
Okay, guys. Now once we are done with this, then I will view all this. I will show you how the roadmap will be. Okay. This is what I have started with. This is one sprint. Do you see this? How the changes are happening? This is one epic, guys. Clear so far? Any questions? Any doubts? Okay.
Hi,
No,
I have
ma'am.
a question.
Ma'am, can you please repeat it again?
Same. Whatever I have done here, it is automatically updated in the code. Just like a progress report you other day. This is how you see it. This is one sprint. Under this epic of campus recruitment, I have started one sprint. Clear?
Ma'am?
Yeah.
So that S9 is the sprint.
Sprint. Sprint one.
So under admissions epic, we did not
We
do
haven't
anything
started.
in that.
Yes.
So it is just like overall picture of an epic and roadmap is what we can see.
Overall picture of your project.
Okay.
Yes, guys. Now, once my user stories have been completed, then I would also want to view the reports.
పిల్ల వాటర్ తీసుకున్నావా?
Guys, please mute it. Now, what will I do? I will do the reports, guys. Okay. Now, what will I do? I will just go back to the project again. If you want to activate any kind of feature, guys, you just have to go to project settings. Go to project settings. You will go to features, and you want to activate anything, you can activate it. Okay. So I will go to project features, and then I have putting reports. So automatically the reports will be displayed here. You don't have to do anything. Automatically will be looking at reports. Clear so far? I go on reports, and we can create burn down report, burn up reports. Here I can see burn down report. So burn down report mein I want to select sprint number 2. I will say sprint number 1. And just completed. The whole work is completed, no? You go up. Burn up is the completed. Clear so far, guys? Again, if I
Ma'am, project.
Can you just let me know how you get a report?
You just have to go to
report option,
features, product settings, features. Just go to reports, and you will put it to green. The panel, you just go to green, and you will automatically see it here.
Ma'am.
Yes.
So burn up report is basically the work which is completed, correct?
Burn down is completed. Burn up is remaining.
Remaining. Okay.
Burn down is completed. Burn up is reporting. Sorry, leftover work. Okay. So guys, here I have again sprint burn down. I can view. Again, sprint there is no remaining work, we have completed. So there is no icon. You see this? There is no work remaining, no? Why we will have no. So I'm talking about sprint 2. I haven't started the sprint, so nothing is coming. Clear? So far now, like that we can create the. Don't worry, reports are automatically generated in Jira. You don't even have to touch them at all, guys. It's automatically generated in Jira. Clear, guys? Any questions?
Ma'am, how often we require these reports?
Reports are generally done only to show the management. So how is the work happening to your product owners? Whenever they want one, generally once your sprint is over, it is recommended to pull out a report just to tell the management where you are and what you are doing. And you can consolidate all the reports and create a dashboard. Quarter dashboard.
Okay.
Consolidate all the reports and you can create one dashboard.
So, ma'am, once the sprint is completed, automatically reports gets generated, or on daily basis we have to?
Not required, not daily basis. This is generally done by the Scrum Masters actually. Whenever you want to create a report, you go to reports and you can get the data.
Because usually in Rally on daily basis they will burn the hours, right? In that way, or?
Depends here. If you want to know the status of the project, only you'll pull out the reports.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, guys.
Madam.
Yeah.
One doubt, madam. In waterfall model, for understanding of development team, the BA use the activity diagram and use case diagrams, madam. But how can in Jira the BA can provide understanding for the development team without any these diagrams?
No. You can also put the diagrams and you can attach them to the user story. See, these diagrams are optional. Sometimes Jira has certain limitations here, guys. If Jira does not let you do it, you can show it separately to development team. Jira is only a tool to track your complete project. It does not have all the features that you want to show. If you want to put a diagram, go to a user story and try to put it there. Attach the file, add in the comment, attach in the comment. You're getting it?
Okay. In general, then we use these activity diagrams as attachments. No?
Yes. You as an attachment. You can't have an option to separate. If you want to separately send an email, also you can do it. They'll give Scrum.
And this use case spec also we need to mention in comments.
Yes, if you want to include any such extra attachments, you can mention in the comments, or if you have an option to attach, you can attach, because once you get a paid version, things will change. This is an unpaid version that we are looking at, right? Once you get a paid version, things will change. And if you think that Jira is not supporting such kind of attachments, you can send a separate email and write a comment, send an email. Like that. People will know. Comments is nothing but like an open platform where everybody can read what is happening with that user story. Clear, guys, now? So this is what we'll do in Jira. So we will create user stories in the backlog. We will drag and drop them in the sprints. We'll start the sprint. We will work on the sprints and we will complete the sprint. Then we will generate reports and we will close the sprints. Clear, guys, now?
So is sprint burn down chart and product burnout chart are same?
No, product is a overall. No, sprint is only for that sprint.
So is there any provision to see the product burnout chart?
We don't have that in the reports in Jira. That's long. Burnout report. They're only giving us not giving us the product. We're not getting it for the product. We're only getting it for sprints only. Clear, guys? Any other questions that you have for me? Guys, if you have no other questions, then shall we log out?
Yes, ma'am. Before we conclude, I have one question.
Yes.
That if you go to your work, so inside that one, whenever creating the roadmap, there is one particular option to create epic. So can we directly from the to create epic? Can we directly create this one our project work?
It is your assigned user stories here. This is your assigned user stories you'll talk about. Epics are for general project, not only for you. Right? Your work is only your work. You have 10 user stories or 20 user stories that you can view here. Epics are created for the project. Not all epics would be assigned to you, right?
Okay.
Then you can't directly do it from there here.
Ma'am, before we log out, just wanted to know that do we going to get the recorded session of this?
Yes, we will get. Yes.
How can we get that? Like we have to connect to our Spock or?
Yes, you connect to your contacts. They'll send it to you.
Okay, fine. Thank you, ma'am.
You're most welcome. Just someone asked me something, guys. Wait, where is that message option?
Madam, you said remind me in the section no? Regarding this problem.
How to view your, how to get there.
Yeah. Yes, madam.
So basically, see what I do is when you go and get it free option, you click on it and you can directly connect using your Gmail or your email account. Okay, that is what the problem here is. It's already there in my system, which is why I'm not able.
Yeah, I selected total skipped, madam. I not selected that I am new. The team is experienced. I did not go for that option.
Where are you facing a trouble?
Sorry.
Where are you facing an issue is what I'm saying. In order to install, where are you facing a trouble?
Problem is coming from after entering the mail ID. Then I am selecting the total skip option, madam.
That's fine.
And not selecting that I am new. My team is experienced. Those options I am not selecting.
You can go for skip. Yes, I agree. Then.
Then it is showing like it is a legal template, IT general template, customer template like that is coming.
You can see IT template because we're doing an IT project, no?
In projects, IT SM project like that it is coming.
Take IT.
Yes.
Wait, others, if you have no questions, they can log out, guys. Okay, ma'am. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you, ma'am.
Most welcome.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Can you share me the reference notes?
The reference notes, you can see it in the audio, guys. The recording which I sent, right? It's shared. You can view it from there.
From where?
When the recording that you will get, right? This is nothing but see, and I can't send this like this.
Okay.
This is from the recording. You can view it according to listening to it.
So this Jira is web-based